All right, welcome everyone. It is not Porsche Cup Spa-Francorchamps. It is Ferrari at Suzuka. I couldn't change the screen, so I just used an old Porsche Cup. Welcome everybody to Ferrari Challenge Cup. I had nothing to do today, so I thought I would broadcast one. It's in the rain. I'm going to skip over into. Well, I guess you're seeing this. Oh, sorry, you're seeing this. I was going to say, here's what I was looking at. That's me. Hello, hello, hello. It is not Porsche Cup. It is Ferrari Challenge. We are going to start qualifying in a second or two. So let me go back to the game here. Yeah, welcome, eSeniors, with a special broadcast of Ferrari Challenge Cup, and we're just about ready to start. Let me get going here. Who is going to be first up? Number 63. Who is that? 69. That's Merche. While Merche is starting, I can do something a little special. I can put the standings up. There we are. There are the standings, except you can't see them all. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Let me squish that down a little bit. Should have been okay, but it's not. This is the standings. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing that. There we go. This is the standings for the Porsche Challenge. Here we are. In first place is Patrick Larson, and he is racing today with 248 points. Next is the infamous Sylvain Dessart from Belgium. He is in the race today too. And third is the indubitable and ever racing long-term eSeniors guy, Derek Bird, with 197 points. So there could still be some changes. Merche is in fourth with 196, so that's very careful. Okay, close. So podium is still up there. Radoslav Vizhrek, 186. It's a little bit further behind, but anyway, there's the other guys, Michel Benchaya and Randy Zimmer. So those are guys. We are getting ready. They're just doing their first laps here. Let me get something on the tower for you. And I don't know if anybody's going to watch, anybody who's hanging around. Secondary data. Okay, let's put main data. We'll put up session best. And secondary, we'll put the delta, qualifying delta. That should show up there. When they get their first lap in, we should get something in there. I think session best. So yeah, we'll see that when they finish their first lap. We're just getting the first laps going there now, so we should start seeing something. Oh, you know what? That's because I'm not showing you anything really. We gotta say drive. There is that, and we gotta get rid of this. I'm just talking out loud, you guys. You can tell all the things that I'm doing to get these broadcasts going. Oh yeah, I remember what I gotta do next. Hang on, hang on, hang on. You're not seeing anything right now. We gotta put up the. Where is it? Where is it? Replay. Tower. There it is. Properties for the tower. Set it up. Live. Okay. Now we should see the tower. There we go. There's the tower. So have we got times there? We've got it for sure. We've got the gaps to something. I don't know if we got the best personal best delta. Is that personal best? Is that right? There we go. I think that should be good. The delta is there. Yeah, those are last lap. So this is the first, actually this is the first lap. So the first one was the warm-up lap. So that tower should be in place. So I got to get a couple of other things going here. The people's names, all the stuff normally we get done prior to starting to broadcast so you guys don't see all this. Now we should get the name up. There we go. There is the name of who we're watching. And we're on with Merche right now. We'll just stick with Merche for now. What else can we do? What else do we got to do here? Hoping sound is good. If there's anybody on the watching. Okay, who is watching today? Give me a little note on the chat to tell me that the volumes are good. It looks good here. And that the sound for the game is good. I can turn that up too. What else we got going here? 2:08 for Patrick Larson is the time to beat. Okay, that's a great time actually in this rain. So yeah, we got light rain today. I believe it's a 50-minute race with one pit stop. Mandatory tires, mandatory fuel as usual. And light rain makes it interesting. Wonder what everybody's using for tires. I gotta get the replay set up. No, not the replay. What else have I gotta get set up? I could set the grid walk up later. Okay, we're okay for everything, I think. All right, so let me just see what's going on here. Who's got something going? Larson. Sylvain just took over first pole position with 2:06.82. And who's got his lap going here? Larson's got a lap going. Let's just get on with Larson. Where is Larson? What camera are we using here? There's Larson. I haven't updated my... Ooh, there's a nice new livery. Oh, of course, these are Ferrari liveries. I haven't seen them. So Larson's up by 0.4 of a second. That will not get him anywhere near Sylvain. Sylvain has got a great lap. Holy crapola. 2:06.8. The closest other guys are in 2:08s. Whew. Just hot. Somebody's wet. Does it rain a lot in Belgium? That's probably why. Who's got something going there? Shannon. Let's go for Shannon. See what kind of livery he's got. Oh, he's got his usual livery. He is up by 0.7 of a second. That won't even get him up to 4th place, I don't think. Yeah, so these light rain races are a lot of fun. Got to figure out what tires to use. Everybody's been talking about that on the Discord all week, whether to use wet tires or not, because once we get 30 cars in GT3, that track is going to dry up, and those wet tires will just fry on the car. Just fry. All right, so that's that. Who else has got something going on? It's just going to be more fun to watch the race than it is qualifying, I think. Shannon, we're still with Shannon. He's got a half-decent lap going. Looks like Merche is in the pits. He's in 2nd place right now. Larson with a 2:07. Oh yeah, their times improved. But they were not, yeah, they were good times, yeah. Both Larson and Ponoff are in the pits with 2:07s. Maybe that's the best they've ever done, and they're just going to relax here for the last 7 minutes, or they're going to try maybe dry tires. Let's watch Derek Bird. He just went off. Ooh, big time off. Let's not watch Derek Bird. So, what do we got going here? Not much in terms of quality time, so let's just find different people. Here's Radislav. Let's go through everybody, actually. Who haven't I showed? I showed Patrick. This is Radislav. He's got an interesting livery. Excuse me. Shannon, we looked at. There is Jeremy. Jeremy's in the pits right now. Maybe Jeremy is... did Jeremy get out at all? I don't think he's gotten out. I think he's just going to sit in the pits. Michael McLennan, I don't think he's gotten out either. There's Randy Zimmer in his usual orange livery. We all know him from his orange livery. Now, whether does he use a Ferrari in a regular GT3? I am not sure. So 6 minutes left in qualifying. Looks like Zimmer's going to go in for a change. Who else is out there? Sylvain is out there. Not getting the best lap. So yeah, lots of strategy this week with the tires. You know, the track's not that affected. I don't find, not that I'm the greatest racer here, but don't find the track is super slippery, but it certainly affects the tire pressures and tire temperatures. So this light rain that Mr. McKay gave us this season has been interesting. I'm gonna wonder whether people like the light rain or not. Maybe we'll have suggestions in Discord, so you see whether you like the light rain or not, and we'll take that into account when we are setting up season 9. We are getting close to the end of season 8, so the admins are starting to think about and talk about season 9. No going to get any hints from me about season 9, sorry. You know, there's been lots of talk on the Discord for creating another group of rookies or a third group classification, but I think the prevailing view is there's not enough of us right now for that, and it does cause a problem for keeping points. With SimGrid, they handled 2. Oh, Mirche had a little bit of a runoff there. Who else is out? Who else is running? Sylvain's still running. No, he's in the pits, sorry. Who else is out there running? Derek's out running. Derek, does he have his livery with the Woody Woodpecker? Interesting to think here. Not quite similar colors, but not the Woody one. So let's just look at the lap times there. So Sylvain put in an excellent lap. That was an early lap at 2:06.8, and a whole second behind is Mirche. I'm going to put up, just bear with me for a second. I'm going to put my own screen up here for to see what. That's not going to work. To see what the standings were. Get rid of that. Sorry. And, oh, I know what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to let you watch my face the whole time. Look at this. Let me put it up. I saw a little screen. I'm going to put it over here. Yeah, why not? There I am. Hello, 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 hello. With my nice, I give you a little view here of what I look at. There's my there's my wall, a little bit higher up, and there's my, this way, there's my big GT Seniors logo. Down below, that's my family. But anyway, yeah, I thought I'd look at that, I'll show you that. Nothing else to do right now. I can talk about the last evening, though. If you probably noticed on Discord, us Edmonton guys, 3 of us anyway, 3 out of 4, went to a simulator store and played, did iRacing, 2 races on iRacing on some motion rigs. The prevailing view was we did not like iRacing physics. I don't know if we have any iRacing fans and eSeniors here, but we didn't find the physics that we were experiencing anyway, whether that was set up properly or not, was a little bit lacking. We couldn't really feel our braking, really lot of feel for the braking. Now, we didn't have great audio, but yeah, we didn't feel the braking was as good as in ACC. I should have probably tried an ACC race just to compare whether it was the equipment or the iRacing. All 3 of us have never done iRacing before. Anyway, but motion rig was certainly a lot of fun, and it was a 3-screen setup. And this company is called Reboot, the local Edmonton company. They are making their own rigs, massive solid rigs made out of 1/4-inch steel plate. But anyway, Ponoff has got a lap going. 0.3 of a second off his time. That's not going to get him much. It'll keep him firmly in second place because Patrick Larson is only 2 1/1000ths of a second behind him, and he's in the pits right now. So Mirche, wow, just beat out Patrick Larson for second place. That's a very close. Oh, sorry, that's not actually his time. That was his best lap. Yeah, no, that was his best lap. Sorry, look at that. 2 1/1000ths of a second. That's like half a hair length there. But Mirche's got a better, let's go to Mirche here. Mirche's got a better time going right now. it a valid lap? I think it is. 0.2 of a second better. Sure wish we knew what everybody's strategy was, though, in terms of tires and whatnot. I'm sure everybody's interested in that that's going to watch this. 3 watching right now. Somebody say something on the comments. Unless for some reason the comments aren't working. Say hello. Feel like I'm talking into the ether right now. Yeah. I would have loved to race the Ferrari Cup, but I just don't have enough time during the week. I'm stretched a little thin, even though I'm still retired. I just find I've got lots of things on the go here. Randy Zimmer is showing 32 seconds faster. That's not right, obviously. Let's just take a look at Randy. Randy is in the pit, so that's obviously not right. Where are we here? Where are we? Who have we got out on a lap? Sylvain's still out. Nope, Sylvain's not on a lap either. Timing towers. Bird's still out on the lap. There we go. Let's watch Bird. He's got a half decent lap going, matching his time of 2:07. So between the podium, 4th place is what, 0.3 of a second. 5th place is 0.3 of a second back from 4th, and 6th place with Zimmer is pretty much a whole second back. So it looks like we're going to only have 4 people on the grid today. So if things get too stretched out, I might not spend the whole hour. Maybe I'll just let it go. Maybe I'll spend the whole hour. You might have to listen to me stretch for commentary, but what the hell? What the hell? Come on, folks. Who's watching? Who's creeping? I think that's called creeping when you do not... You go on Facebook and never make a comment, but you look at everything. When you're on YouTube and you're watching, but you don't commentate, that's called creeping. And you don't want to be an old creep. If you're one of the senior guys, you're over 50. And if you're creeping over 50, that must be close to an offense. Certainly don't want to be creeping around schoolyards. So why would you want to creep around a seniors broadcast? There we go, showtime. That's it for qualification. All right, so the session has ended. What can I show you guys? I wonder if I have a Suzuka. I'm just going to look around in my files here in the deep depths of eSeniors. I wonder if I have a Suzuka flyby. Just bear with me for a bit. Suzuka. No, that's not that. I have some flybys. Nothing there. Call them sky cams. I could show you some highlights. No, that's too hard to figure out, I think. How to get that going. Well, maybe I can. How much time have I got? Probably don't have enough time to fool around. Anyway. You just have to bear with me. Anybody who is out there in the Ethernet, I might be broadcasting. I'm going to try and broadcast the Champions guys. Let me look on Discord here, see if anybody's listening on Discord. The CMS racing guys that race on Thursday nights, it's like 70% eSeniors guys. I'm going to try and broadcast that race tonight. It is also a rain race, so that should be fun. It's a rain race at, let me look to see here where it is. It is, hang on, let me find it here. Yeah, 70% of the guys race with us, so I said, oh, what the hell. They don't stream their stuff. I got permission just for fun to stream it. Oh, there we go. Look at the session's going to start in a second. Let me look at what it's, while I'm here, Jesus. Can I find it? Can't find it, whatever it is. Anyway, I know it's Barcelona. I think I remember now. Barcelona. Okay, let's make sure I get going here. Drive. You guys are good. Could try doing a track walk. I'm gonna set a whole bunch of things up for that. pain in the neck, but worth doing. Grid walk. Where is that? Oh, don't even see it here. Hold on. Maybe I won't be doing that. I don't actually see that start. Let me try that again. Oh, I know what I have to do. Sorry. I gotta find the grid walk here. Very strange setup for the grid walk. There it is. Open. Now I can do it here. Oh, still can't find it. Oh, there it is. All right. There we go. There's our starting grid. All right. Turn it on. Go to next. Find a good camera. And show it to you guys. Oh, it should be showing now. Oh, I gotta go. There we go. We're gonna start with the grid walk. As soon as you start racing here, we'll go to the grid walk. So pole position today, Monsieur Sylvain Dessart from Belgium. And there he is in that blue Ferrari. We'll get a good view of him at some point. There is his nice livery. Next is Mircea Pauna from Macedonia, I believe. There is his nice livery, red, the classic red Ferrari. Next, in the third place, Mr. Derek Bird from England. All right, Derek, love you, love you. Next is Patrick Larson from Sweden. My flags are not good. Next is Radislav Vistrek. I won't even suggest what country that is. The first American on the track. Let's get his livery going here. Let's take a look at his livery. There it is, Mr. Randy Zimmer from the US of A. And next is our first Canadian, Mr. Aaron Shannon from Canada with the Maple Leaf. There he is, and he has got that same livery for a lot of his cars. Next, is Jeremy. Jeremy's not racing today, neither is McLennan. So there we go. There's our podium and starting grid. How are we doing? We're not even close to halfway. So let's just look at all these guys again. Merche. I can't, I can't get my there's a great custom camera that Krister uses, and I just can't get that. Oh, Mr. Saunders. Hey, John, how are you? Finally, somebody's listening to me in the world. I'm not just talking to myself. John has probably got a microscope out there looking to see what tires everybody's using. Okay, I'm going to get off the grid here. Go to Helicam, see what that looks like for this track. Looks pretty good in this spot to get ready for our start. John, what do you think of these light race reins? Are you going to racing this week? I don't think you've been able to race the last little while, have you? Let's go to Merche. Gotta watch myself, don't pick my nose or anything here, because you guys are watching me on camera. Figure that a little bit better. I got my pop-o-meter in here. Unplug the unplug the microphone a little bit there. Let's make sure I'm back on with you guys. Yep, you can hear me. I was trying to get the better look so you could see my bottom of my voice there. Anyway, that's good. Where are we going here? We're getting close to the start, I think. Yes, we are. Let's get my cameras going. There's a great view from the helicam. All right. Let's see if Sylvain, Merche, and Derek can stay together. I'm going to have to change the tower there a little bit, but I'm going to get the start going first. Tower timing is not perfect there. Going to get the green light anytime soon. I'll do the position delta at least. No, that's not. There we go. Green light, green light. They're racing. Looks like everybody's maintaining. Who's that in fourth place? That is Derek's got a good. No, that's Derek on the in the blue car on the left. He had a little. Patrick actually did a little bit better start than him, but looks like Derek passed him. Derek passed him. Everybody's playing it pretty cool for the first few corners, of course, with these tires. What will I put up there on the screen? I'm going to put up gaps, I guess, eh? I'm looking down at the screen for a second, so I'll wait for that. Let's just see what's going on here. Here they come around the corner. Bird and Larson have changed spots. That's the only thing that's happened so far. Everybody's playing it pretty cool, but very close gaps. And it looks like Merche is right in on Sylvain. Is Merche going to make a move right away? Whoa, looks like Sylvain had a bad corner there. And then Merche, I think, had to brake or lay off, so the gap increased quite a bit. Some incidents, yeah, it looks like there was some touches there. But no harm done, just a little bit of bumping from behind, a little NASCAR bump, I think. You can see the little symbols there indicating an accident or some sort of a touch. All right, and let me get my data right here. No, that's not what I want. I want gaps here, race gaps. That's what I want there. And I'll do position delta for a while. There we go. There we go. Was Bird in third? It looks showing that Bird did not gain a position, but it looks like, oh, what happened to Larson? Larson's way back somewhere. What happened? I missed something there. Totally. Let's go back. I wonder if I can go back. I'm going to go back a minute just to see if Larson, what happened to Larson. This is a replay. I'm looking for my replay mode here. I'm not set up properly. This is a replay, and look like Larson is way at the back. This is going to go on for a good minute here, guys. So I missed that. Maybe able to try and get that back a little bit later. I'm just trying to get some my screens here. See, we're still in replay mode here. Yeah, I can't get my replay button working. Anyway, let's. I'm a little flummoxed. One more time here. I gotta try this. CCTV. There, I think I'm still in replay mode. There we go. Sorry, guys. Let's go back to Derek. We might be in replay mode for a while if we see it jump. But something happened to Patrick. When things, somebody went off there too. I'm going to take that replay mode off. That's hoping that we are back in business here for, look at that. Bird is making it go for second. Is it on the inside? Is he going to make it happen? Are you going to helicam? Not quite. Not quite. See what he does going into the corner. I don't have the corner names on right now. That's something I'm going to do. Bird just tapped the brakes there. You notice that, eh? And looks like Merche didn't have to, so he got a little bit of a opening gap there. Let's do corner names while I'm at it, while I remember. And we should have corner names now. There we go. Okay, what's happening here? What's happening here? Looks like Bird got ahead. I missed that. Nope, that's not Bird. Did Bird get ahead? Merche? No, that's our leader. That's our leader. Let's go back and watch that. This is a replay on our leader, Merche. Look at that, just went off. That looks like, is that Merche? No, that wasn't Merche. That was somebody else. Who was that ahead of him? That was Sylvain, of course that was Sylvain. That was Sylvain Dessard went off. Look at that. This is a big event, big happening there. Big happening. So now we have Merche Paunoff in the lead, followed by Bird, followed by Radislav, followed by Randy Zimmer. Randy Zimmer, how many is there? He's up 2. And right behind him is Aaron Shannon. There's a nice grouping. And who's that right behind him is Patrick Larson. Let's go in the cockpit here. For this action, looks like Shannon's trying to go on the outside. On the outside, is he going to make it happen? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. The gaps at the top are quite high, so I'm just going to stay with this guy, these guys. And I'm on board with Patrick Larson. Looks like the track is drying out a bit, isn't it? Well, this is a great grouping. Let me quickly go up here. Look at Radislav and there's Derek. He's close, but not that close. This one is the big battle right now. Let's get rid of the names. We don't need to see the names. Do I dare try to get rid of them? There we go. We don't need to see the names. Oh, look at this. Patrick's got some juice here. He wants to get by Aaron big time. Let's go to the helicam to see what's happening. Whew. Yeah, Patrick's got the juice. He's going to pass Aaron at this point, I think. He's got some traction. Here he goes. He got the exit there nicely. Now let's just see if he can hang on, going around the outside. Is he going to risk it? No. Smart move, smart move. Don't want to do that. You got the juice. You don't need to do it all at once. Let's just see what's happening up ahead here. Derek, what are the gaps? 0.7. And so that's very close. Just take a look at what he is looking at there. Oh, he's coming up on Merche. And what else have we got for gaps? This was basically the best one right now. This is a great battle between these three. Look at Aaron just pushing hard, and that tail end, back end of him is just wavering big time. Gotta have guts with this track. Oh, look at that. He's got, see, Patrick. Oh, there was a bump. NASCAR bump. NASCAR bump. NASCAR bump. Let's go pit lane. It's a very simple one here. Just a little bump in the back. She just bumped him. I'm sure he's going to wait. Everybody went wide there. Looks like they were all following Zimmer. I'm sure Patrick is going to wait, and they'll be back to racing in a second. I think we're back already. Let's go to the front now for a little bit. Looks like Derek. Merche's opened up a bit of a lead on Derek, but looks like Radislav is catching up to the two of them. See how our leaders, Sylvain is in 4th place. He is he's probably 19 seconds behind everybody, but I'm sure he's going to make that up. So yeah, Merche and Bird were up by 1 place, but that is by virtue of Sylvain having that spin. Radislav and Randy Zimmer are up an extra place because of that. So both two guys on our leaderboard, or on our podium, lost a lot of time with some spins. And there we just had a change in the fastest lap. Radislav Visrek at 2:08.2. So nobody's got to the 2:07s yet, but Radislav's got a pretty good time. Both Merche and Derek are pretty close to him. Their best times are in the 8.3s. So he's just barely ahead. Okay, how are the gaps now? The gaps are a little higher. Let's just look at cockpits here. There is Aaron. And it looks like Patrick finally got by him, but I didn't know, I missed that one. So Patrick is now harassing Sylvain. How did that happen? What did I miss here? Sylvain came out of nowhere. So Sylvain he got in here in this battle because it was with Zimmer earlier. So Sylvain's really caught up with everybody, hasn't he? He should be catching up with Zimmer quite soon. Although Patrick Larson is no slouch here. He's staying in with the big boy Sylvain. So that gap has opened up a little bit. Let's just go to Radislav. Here is our podium. Radislav is in third place, down by 1.3, and Derek is down by for the podium by a 1.5. So this is pretty close. Nobody has a big leads here, except for Sylvain's got a long way to go, or Zimmer's got a long way to go to get to the podium. He's 10 seconds behind. But hey, you never know what's going to happen here. We got pit stops coming, and the track should dry out slightly at least. But man, oh man, Patrick he's got track. He's got great braking points, hasn't he? He just caught up to Sylvain big time on that chicane. This is curve number 18. 18 curves on this track. The last one was, I got the brilliant name called Last Curve. Let's see if this curve has a name here. First corner, oh, another brilliant name. But yeah, Patrick's got lots of traction. Be interesting to know what he's got for tires. And what's this called? The Snake. Oh, there we go. At least we got some names now. Patrick looks like he's going to be able to get by Sylvain at some point. Looks like he's holding, Sylvain's holding him back a little. Sylvain had that spin earlier. Now he's under tremendous pressure. This is the only battle we've got going on right now, so we'll just stick with it. Let's see if we get a good TV view here. What do they look like, the TV views on this track? There he comes around the corner. Disappears too much on TV 1. Let's try TV 2. Both of them are catching up to Zimmer a little bit. 2 seconds behind, but boy, this is quite the battle here for 5th place. But I wonder if Patrick can get by Sylvain here, whether he will make a dent and get into 4th at least. Up ahead, these 3 guys, let's go in the cockpit to see, are keeping about the same gap. Looks like Derek actually has caught up a little bit with Merche. Let's just run down the list here. Here is Randy Zimmer. Let's see here. There's Randy. And we were watching that. There's Aaron by himself. He's 4 seconds behind Patrick. And I think the other guys are, no, Mr. McLennan is actually out there racing. There we go. Is he on the right lap? I thought he was started in the pits. Can't tell if he's in the right lap or not. Shows him only behind by 19 seconds. See what kind of livery he has. And we'll jump in with Patrick in a second. He's got a nice orange livery. Looks a lot like Zimmer's. So yes, Patrick is still, let's go in the cockpit, see how hard he's working. He is desperate to get by Sylvain because he's got a lot of ground to make up before he can get up there with the big boys on the podium. See, you'll notice that although it's a wet track, it's not super slippery around corners. It's just you got to be careful with the throttle. I think you got to be very careful with the throttle if you hit a curb. Oh, there's Sylvain had a little wiggle. Let's see if Patrick can get some momentum coming through here. Here's a corner where you can cheat a little bit on the braking point. Caught up a little bit. And here if he gets a good egg. Oh, there's another little bump. There's another little bump. Let's see what happened here. Go back 10 seconds and do a helicam. Another little bump from behind. Let's just see what happened. Oh, they both spun off. That's too bad. Patrick had a lot of speed there, a lot of momentum going in there, and the breaking points were quite different. So let's see where everybody ends up here. Looks like Randy now, or Aaron, I should say, has jumped into 5th place because of that. And Sylvain Patrick is still behind Sylvain. How far behind? 2 seconds now, but Sylvain is right behind Aaron. So there, it's giving us a little bit more battle. Two different guys. Let's just jump on with Sylvain now. You guys all know how much I love the cockpit view. Let's see what it looks like for volume on the audio. Audio's pretty loud, but hey, what the hell. Hopefully you can hear me over the sound of these roaring Ferraris. I am actually considering moving. I've been a BMW for quite a while now. I've given up on the BMW. And I started racing the Ferrari a little bit for the first couple of races here. I loved it, actually, so I think I'm going to switch over to... There goes Aaron into the pit. Where are we at? 34 minutes to go. I wonder if he's got a change in tire strategy there. That's why he went into pits quite a bit early, actually. Now let's just see where he comes out, if I can remember. I always say that I watched the strategy, but then I forget who went in first and who went in. So Aaron was just ahead of Sylvain. I'll probably forget that when he comes out. I'm trying to think if pit lane is pretty long here. I do have pit stops. Here. Let me put that up for now that people are going to stop. Last stop length. There we go. So when Larson comes out, there'll be a time there next to the gaps for how long he has stopped. So that is, I understand, the time from hit the pit lane entry to the pit lane exit will be what we'll see in that second column. All right. 4 watching now. All right, where are the other creepers? Give me some names up there on the chat. Who is watching? Don't be a creeper. Tell us who you are. For those who are watching, who are not racing with eSeniors, what are you waiting for? If you're watching us, that means you're an ACC person. We are very welcoming of new guys. Mr. Wolf, Mr. Lightfoot, thank you for saying hi. Haven't seen you in a while. Obviously, you have eSeniors on your notification. Otherwise, you wouldn't have seen that I was streaming today. All right. Shannon is out. 73 seconds. He stopped. So we are following Sylvain here. So Sylvain was just behind Aaron. And it looks like Larson is catching up again. Let's see what Larson's last lap was. 2:22. That's not great. And Sylvain's was 2:19. Oh, here, now we're going to get an update on that. So yes, Patrick's last lap was 2:10.7, whereas Sylvain was 2:11.4. So definitely Patrick has got it going here today. Up at the front, oh, we are missing some exciting action here. Oh my God, what are we missing? Derek has caught up with Merche. Big time. Big time. He is only a second behind. Looks like either Merche is having some tire issues or had a mistake or two, because he wasn't that far. He wasn't really that far ahead. But oh, you're taking a summer break. Well, season 9 will be starting early September. I think we might have picked a date. I might be foreshadowing a little bit here, but I seem to think that the admin guys said we're going to start September 11th. I hope Jeremy's not upset at me for announcing that a little early. But September 11th sounds like whatever September 11th falls on the week of September 11th will be our next season. Sorry, Jeremy, if I spilled some beans there, even though I wasn't at the meeting last night. All right, so we are 20 minutes in. This is called the Casino Triangle. Must be a casino off to somewhere. Casinos are legal in Japan, I guess. Japan, I guess. I just lost my voice again. So nobody went in the pits there. Anybody else in the pits? Nope. Oh, I'm going to put pit stops up here. Hold on. Just give me a second. So many things to remember to get going here. Where is pit stops? I apologize if I'm missing something on the screen. Where are pit stops? Here we go. That is a pit stop. So the only one that's pitted is Shannon, which I was wondering why he pitted so early. It's quite early. I think he was 34 minutes left he pitted, so that was quite early. But Bird is really harassing here, isn't he? Everybody else has got pretty big gaps. Looks like Mr. McLennan had a bit of a flash of a yellow flag there for a second. Oh, did I miss something? Bird was looking away for a second and lost a little bit of time there, didn't he? But he is close enough that Mr. Pawnoff, if I watch that and go to the wing, this is the wing here, he is close enough that I'm sure he knows that Mr. Bird is behind him, and he knows Mr. Bird's reputation. So, to be careful there. Sorry, I'm doing something up here. Just getting the standings up again here for a second to leave it up on my screen. Whoa, what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, we're going to have to watch that. Looks like we had a nasty spill there. That is Merche, I believe. What happened, Merche? Ooh, he just touched the grass for a second. Just a second, and that just destroyed his current race. He is now in third place. See how fast things can happen, man. He might be going into the pits. Let's see if he goes into the pits. Yes, he's got some repairs to do. Or just decided to get his pit stop over with. So now we have Mr. Bird in the lead. So there you go. You harass people by being in their rear view mirror, and that can happen. That can happen. Yeah, we all knew that this was going to be an interesting race in the rain. Just getting the standings up there again to watch. Okay, so what do we got for gaps now? We got big gaps, big gaps. Mr. McLennan is off. I might as well watch him, Michael. See what happened here. This is a replay. Sorry if I'm showing you and it's a mistake, but it showed a yellow flag there, but I don't think anything happened. There we go. I am going to try something here because we got big gaps and we got pit stops. Merche's in the pits, so he'll be coming out soon. I can go back with accidents and let me try to think, who was that had the accident? That was it Sylvain? Yes, it was Sylvain. Sylvain is number 727. And they're not showing. No, I won't try that because I can't tell who the accident. They show highlights here with the events and things that happened. But I'm not quite sure what the issue was. Well, you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to just jump to a replay here, an earlier replay, if I can. Will you let me do that? So this is an earlier replay of something quite earlier. And that is Patrick Larson. Just see what happened here. Boom. And that is on Sylvain, I believe. That was what happened. So that's that replay. And I believe the other one is exactly the same one. So that's what happened early on. I remember we had an issue there. All right, let's just go down the board here. Mr. Bird is in the pits. Mr. Bird's in the pits. Second, everybody's in the pits. Everyone is in the pits. Bird, Radislav, and Zimmer are all in the pits. So let's see what everybody's coming out soon. We are exactly halfway through. So who's the only guy out there? We have got Mr. McLennan is way out there. And Sylvain, no, Sylvain's in also. Panoff, where's Panoff? Merche. So Merche was in third place, I believe. Ooh, is that Zimmer ahead of him? That's Mr. McLennan ahead of him. Merche should have no problem getting through. Mr. McLennan went into the pits to serve his pit stop. So Merche was in third place, I believe. Now Derek is back out again. There's Derek. He's still in first place. Merche's in the pit. Is Radislav out there? Yes, he is. So he is really in second place. I believe Merche is in the pits. Let's just quickly check. No, Merche's out there. Sorry. So look at the stops there. Merche gained a second and half almost in the pits on Derek. And Radislav lost quite a bit on everybody else. He had 67 seconds. Randy Zimmer had a really long pit stop, but I think he had some damage. Sylvain Dessart had a reasonable one, 67. He also had some damage. And remember, Aaron was ahead of Sylvain, I believe, when he went into the pits. And now he is behind by a whole 9 seconds. What was his pit stop? Oh, he had a very long pit stop, 73.6. That's where that light gain was. And Patrick Larson is in 7th, and he had also a really long pit stop, 91 seconds, also for damage, I'm sure. So gap-wise, we got lots of gaps here. So it's going to be stretch, Mike, stretch, talk about things. Wish I had more racing knowledge so I could talk about Suzuka. Maybe I can pull something up here on the screen, but while I'm talking. So let's go back. Now I have up on the screen here the standings. So Larson is in 7th. That is going to hurt him. He is in first place with 246 points. Sylvain Dessart is in 2nd place in the standings. He's in 5th place, so that'll help him a little bit. Derek Bird is in 3rd place. That is actually going to help him in the standings, but first in the race. So he's going to get a huge jump on everybody else there. Derek has 197 points, whereas Sylvain and Larson have 248 and 221 and 248 respectively. So that's going to help him. He'll probably jump into, unless Sylvain. Well, Sylvain's only in 5th place. Anyway, the standings will get tighter at the very least. Merche is in 4th place right now. So he and Derek. Oh, here's the big story. Merche and Derek are separated by 1 point in the standings. Derek is in 3rd place. Merche is in 4th. So this is a big grudge match here. Big standings, 1st and 2nd place here. Merche is behind Derek by this much. Quite a bit, actually. So if Merche is aware of his standings, he will be big time interested in getting ahead of Derek. I'm going to look away for a second here, put you on helicam, because I want to take a peek if I have this scoring again. I have it on my deck here. Where is the scoring? Now I'd have to get out of my rig. I know, I'm pretty sure it's 65 points for first place, and it's 5 points difference between the first three or four positions. All right, let's go down our little grid here. Skip to TV view. And there is Derek in first place with just a great drive so far, very clean. Merche is in second. He's had one spin. He has got the best lap by 0.2 of a second. He is lapping a little bit better than Derek by about half a second, actually. Half a second? Yep. No, sorry, a tenth of a second, not a half a second. So a little bit faster. Radislav, let's see, catch him back in the screen here in the mirror. Okay, camera, catch up. There he is. Radislav is in third place. He is lapping a good half second behind the two other guys, so he might not catch up too much. Randy Zimmer's in fourth. Great spot for Randy. Let's go to show you while I'm doing that. Let's just see what they've done in terms of position deltas. There we go. So yeah, Randy's up 2 places. Bird's up 2 places, but just a nice drive here. Sylvain's the big loser, who is in fifth place. Sorry, he is lapping. His last lap was 2:10. His best lap is 2:09.9. So that's about his very consistently in the 2:10 flat area. So that's not going to help him too much to get into the podium. This is Aaron Shannon. He had a bad last lap. Something must have happened there. His best lap's 2:10 also. Patrick Larson, he is on a charge. He is 4 seconds behind Aaron. He is lapping at 2:08.7, which is the best last lap of everybody right now, and that is his best lap of the race. So Patrick should make up some of that time. So we're going to get a race near the end, I think. There's 18 minutes left. So I think Patrick's had a great race. We were watching him earlier, weren't we? He got caught up bumping somebody from behind because he was so fast. And Michael McLennan, glad to see you're sticking with it here, even though you're in 8th place. His best time is 2:11. Last lap was 2:14. So yeah, what we're going to be watching here is Patrick's charge here towards at least the next place. He can see Aaron. Let's just take a peek at what he's seeing. There is his, he can see, and he's behind. He was behind by 4 seconds a little minute ago when I was looking. He gained half a second on Shannon. So yeah, that's going to be, it is definitely the race to watch here. Shannon will start seeing him in his rear view mirror soon. Merche with the fastest lap, I'm not sure when that fastest lap was, is only 3 seconds behind also. His pace is matching Derek's. Just go there, Merche. He's matching Derek's, but not beating him. His last lap was 2:06, so he's a little bit, he's actually a tenth of a second up better last lap. Well, we'll have to watch, you're going to watch these two gaps, but look at the charge that Patrick is going here. He is definitely on a charge. He is only down by 2.8 seconds right now. He was gained like a second and a half almost on Aaron in the last 2 laps. So thank you very much for adding some interesting stuff for us. Oh, all sorts of stuff. Sorry, all sorts of stuff on the chat that I haven't been watching. Who else has joined us? Stan Washer, waiting on next season. Good for you. Good for you. Come on, join us. You can join anytime. You can join us anytime on those races on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're glad to have you. Just get signed up. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Shannon must have had a little issue because Patrick is right up against him. Right up against him. Gaps, Mike. Gaps. What do you mean by gaps, Billy? But yes, Mr. Washer, Stan Washer, if that's your actual name, yeah, join us big time. Join us now for these races that we have, if you can, during the week. I'm not sure where you're from. If you're in North America, it's midday, so you kind of have to be either retired or playing hooky. But those races are always fun, no matter no matter your skill level. It's always fun to race real people, and everybody, there's not a lot of people on the weekdays, but gives you a chance to get in tune with our routine, because the routine is exactly the same as on the championship Saturdays. And you'll notice if you're watching the streams on championship Saturdays, we have all levels of racers there, so there's always somebody you can have some fun with. I'm often at the back, but I have lots of fun with the same guys every week. We're all, there's really three categories or three. Oh, look at it, Aaron. Aaron just had a little wiggle there. He is feeling the pressure. He is feeling the pressure big time. Patrick is right up on his tail. Let's go into Patrick's cockpit just to watch what he does. There he goes. Whoa, did something happen to Shannon? Yes. Oh, let's go back here 10 seconds on the replay. Oh, Shannon just hit that throttle just a little too much. That's what pressure does for you, folks. That is what pressure does. So, yeah, Patrick was probably going to pass him at some point. Ooh, Patrick went off wide there. We're going to pass him at some point, but just because of his pace. But Aaron felt the pressure there and just a little bit anxious on the throttle. All right, so now the next gap here is Sylvain Dessart, 2.8 seconds back. Let's look at his pace. His last lap was 2:09.85, whereas Randy's was 2:10.7. So he is gaining on Randy. What else have we got? Ooh, I missed something. Paunoff is in the pits again. Why is that? What happened there? He was in third place, still in third place, really. Did I miss an incident with him? Did I miss an incident? Merche is number 69. I don't see anything on the screen. Sorry about that, if I missed something happening with Merche. We're showing him in the pits. That's not right. He's not in the pits. I don't know why it showed on the tower there in the pits for a bit. Anyway, let's go back to Sylvain. 2.8 seconds behind. And he is wanting to make up his issues. He's lost 4 positions from the beginning of the race. 13 minutes left in the race. Yeah, I know. On the screen there, the tower, it showed him in the pit for a second. That's why I said that. I can't see that he was. So following along with Sylvain here, he's trying to make up some time on Randy. Randy's last lap was 2:10.78, whereas Sylvain's was 2:10.15. So that's a whole 0.6 of a second better. And he can see him now. Let's just look at the cockpit. There he is. This gap should be live, so you should see what happens. Right, and Randy's not that far behind Merche. He's only 5 seconds behind. 12 minutes to go in the race. That gap is not really changing. I'm not sure if that's stuck on the stream or what, but it's hard to believe that that's not changing at all. Don't think it only updates on sector times. I always forget the word sector. I say section and segment, all sorts of things. Yeah, it is changing. There it goes. He's lost a tiny bit on the what was that called? The chicane. Let's just go through while we're watching here. Put it on TV screen here. Let's go through the names of the tracks here. First corner. That's real exciting. And next is corner 2. It still says first corner. Turn number 3 is the snake, because that's kind of a little bit of a right and then a left. Oh, that's the snake. Is that? Oh yeah. What am I saying? I know this track. This is that whole series of 4 corners, 5 corners actually. This one is Dunlop, big sweeping one that you kind of have to be patient on the throttle. And then this is that's a long sweeping corner. And this is Dignier, followed by sharp right-hander. Still Dignier. And then this long sweeping one coming up to a hairpin, the hairpin. Be careful on the throttle coming out of here. And next is 200R. That's the back straight, I think. Big, long, sweeping corner. Coming around, you got to decide where you're going to brake here. And now this is called the spoon curve. Spoon curve. Little wiggle there on Sylvain. He's lost time to Zimmer. And he goes wide a little bit. That's not really wide, but you got to be careful with this slippery track on those curbs. And here is the long straight. So these are all Ferraris. I'm not going to make up much time on the straights unless you have a great exit and the other guy doesn't. And what's next? 130R. It must be the radius. And the Casino Triangle. We talked about that. Looks like Sylvain hit the curb pretty hard. Did he lose a little bit of time? Not really. And last but not least, the last curve again. All right, so let's go back to watching, everybody. Derek's got a considerable lead over Vishrek, 18 seconds. And Vishrek has a considerable lead over Merche, 14 seconds. There's Merche. Randy Zimmer, not that far behind, 5.8. Wouldn't take much of a wiggle on Merche's part to do something there, but no pressure, not too much pressure. Sylvain is still in the 3 seconds behind Randy. Patrick Larson. Now let's see Patrick's time. Is he going to be able to make a... He's 21 seconds behind. He's not going to be able to make it up, I don't think, unless there's some mistakes. He's got some great times. He's actually got some of the best times last laps going. Mr. McLennan, nice to see you still out there. Nice to see you still out there. And just getting passed by someone. Is that... let's go back to McLennan here. I could probably tell you who that is if I could find out the rest screen here. No, my button's not going to work. I think that might be the leader for the track car ahead. It's hard to see. Is that Bird up ahead? Yes. So yeah, he just got lapped by Bird. All right. So that's the whole grid. We have 8 minutes left, basically. Now everybody's got such big gaps, just going to try and stay on track, I think, except for Sylvain. Sylvain's caught up a little bit. See how he did that. How did he do that? I'm going to do some comparisons here. There we go. There is a comparison with Zimmer's times, and that is, I believe, last laps. So Sylvain had a 9.72. Oh, there it goes. We're just getting new last laps there. There it is. Almost 0.6 of a second. McLennan's off and Shannon's off. What happened there? Hold on. Shannon's off. We'll do that one instead. That is a replay. Oh, I just missed it. I missed it seeing it. Sorry. You guys saw it. I had a nice recovery. Back on track. Behind Mr. McLennan now, I believe. Right, we're back to live action. Getting back to that, where were we? Zimmer and Sylvain. There we go. So there's the difference in the 2 laps. And Sylvain now is only 2 seconds behind Randy. So Randy's going to start feeling the pressure here. Randy's up 2 spots. Sylvain's down 4 from the starting grid. So he is definitely going to want to make up that time. We are getting late in the race, so your tire strategy is definitely going to come into play here. Definitely going to come into play. What is our gap? What is our gap? 2 seconds. So he's made up a second plus since the last time, last few laps. And up at the top, not much has changed. Oh, there's a big change. Who is that? That is Shannon again. Went off. I don't want to bother trying to find out what that was, but Patrick is yellow. He just went around him, I think. Yeah, so Patrick is still okay, I think. So we'll stick with Sylvain and Zimmer here. Let's go in the cockpit with Mr. Sylvain Dessart, who has a great live stream if you want to watch that. He is a French-speaking person. I think it's French, or it might be, is it Flemish you speak in Belgium, Sylvain? So pretty sure it's French he's speaking. There are lots of French-speaking people in Belgium. But I'm showing my worldly misnomers here by guessing they also speak Flemish in Belgium. Just going to go look for some Suzuka history here, but I don't have time because we've had fairly good battles all the way along here. Where are we? Where are we? We have 4.5 minutes left. So Sylvain, if he wants to make up one spot, if he wants to risk it, he is going to start pushing hard here. Come on now, Sylvain. I know he pushes hard all the time. He is pushing hard. He's caught up big time, so he feels it now. Just 1.5 seconds behind, so made up another half second. Oh, it's eSeniors. We don't give a crap about the standings, I don't think. Maybe for the championships, but definitely just competition is what it's all about. He wants to pass the guy ahead of him. And let's see, TV view. These, I hear the sound in my ears a little bit louder even than you guys do in terms of the engine, so sometimes I like to take a break. Look at this, he's right up against Randy now. Randy's definitely going to feel the pressure. Let's see if we can go Randy here. Look at the rear view wing. Look at that graphics. You can even see the wet on the wing there. I don't know if a wing would have wet on it. Oh, look at that. Randy's Sylvain's right up against him. So Sylvain had to brake a little bit too much there. I think he got in too close. So that he lost something there. He was right behind him there for a second. 2.5 minutes to go. That is about 2 laps, basically. 2 laps. So you can think Sylvain is going to be on it hard. Hard. There's Sylvain. Come on, Sylvain. Why is it not changing cameras? There it is. Maybe we'll go to the helicam. Little wiggle there on Sylvain's part. What is happening behind there? Big gaps for everybody. Derek's opened up a huge lead now, 21.8 seconds. Looks like Radislav might have had a little bit of an issue. He's only 10 seconds ahead of Merche right now. But hopefully he can hold it together. Let's take a quick peek at him here. Is he having issues? It looks like Merche gained another little bit on him. Oh, maybe it's traffic. Maybe it's traffic that everybody's running into. Sylvain's back within a second, even better. Look at that, he's right on his tail. Let's go into the cockpit. There we go. Less than a second now. We're on this is going to be the penultimate lap. There'll be one more lap after this, I think. Well, his tires are howling. Nice job, Sylvain. Look how he's working his steering wheel coming around that corner, just on the edge of adhesion. That's what you have to do to be fast, boys. That's what you have to do to be fast. Now, I think he's going to be a little bit more strategic here and not have to... Whoa! Sylvain just about lost it. Great recovery. Didn't lose hardly any time but he just about lost it. Amazing reaction times. And that's allowed him to get right up there, right up on him. Thank you for this action, Sylvain and Randy. Randy is just hanging in there. Nice job on, that's a tremendous pressure by Sylvain. Tremendous. Last lap, I believe. Sylvain's trying very hard. I love watching his cockpit view, just seeing how he does his, whoa, be careful, whoa. I don't know if that's the greatest place to pass or just Randy had a little bit of a brake issue there. Sylvain's definitely got the pace on him. Going a little bit too deep into that corner. Let's see if he can get some momentum on this long, on Dunlop. Looks like Randy had a bit of a wiggle there. But Sylvain is definitely working hard, working hard. Great corner for both of them. See how they can cheat a little bit on the braking here if you want to risk it. Take a quick look at Randy's cockpit to see how hard he's working. And see Sylvain in his rearview mirror. Nice entry. Was there a touch there? No, I don't think so. Very close. Just hard to get. And there was a touch. It says that there was a touch. Nope. Oh, no. Sylvain went off. That is going to be the race right there. Let's just go back. I'm going to have to go back 30 seconds now. And just watch Sylvain, what happened to him. I think that is it for this battle. See, look at that. There was a touch. There was a bit of a touch. No worse for wear from either of them except that rattled Sylvain a little bit. But let's just see, because he did have an off right here. He just pushed too hard on his corner, got onto the grass. Did a great job of saving. Look at that, it's wet grass, and he held that going around that outside corner. It's going to ruin his chances for second, however. But good race. Good race. Back live here. This is probably going to be Derek Bird is finished. Radoslav's also finished. Merche is finished. Randy's just going over the start-finish line. Randy, Sylvain just went over. And let's watch Patrick come over. Well, he's actually switched to TV cam. Well, the great race, guys. I enjoyed watching it. I was going to watch it anyway, but I thought I'd live stream it. This is Patrick going through here. Let's see if he does he doesn't know he's on camera. He's not going to give us a little wave, is he? And Mr. McLennan is in the pits. So I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun watching it. So that's it. There's no interviews or anything because of this was kind of an unscheduled one. So our podium was Derek Bird, Radoslav Vizrek in second, Merche Panov in third, Randy Zimmer, and Sylvain Dessard, who we were watching the battle of. All right, so that's it for this unscheduled Ferrari Challenge race. We will see you, today's Thursday, we'll see you tomorrow in the Cup race. I got to do that one. And Saturday, the big championship race. Bye now, and see you